You are now tuned in to the Brown Spade. I have a question to the modern woman out there. Be honest. If you was dating a man and he met all the requirements except for one, and that one requirement was he made less than you, would that be a problem with you in today's society? I'm gonna repeat that question. If a man made less than you in today's society, would that be your deciding factor not to continue dating him because you make more? That's something we must talk about, especially in our community. Here, I pulled up a video. It's a video, these are anchor people who was having a discussion on the panel. So I would like to know what you guys think about, have this discussion with your friends and family. Because again, I'm rooting for you. I want you to win, but we have to change the way we think. And if we're trying to build, we gotta build a family. I'm sorry, there's no way around it. We're gonna try to build wealth, we must have a family. It's not no I in team. Can't do it. You can do it by yourself. Individually, you win, and collectively, we lose. So I'm about to play this video, but before I play this video, before I forget, I do have a new subscriber, Miss Sylvia Hudson. Thank you. That's the new subscriber. And for the people who have already subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you for being a subscriber. Please press that like button. Share this content with someone, have a discussion with your friends and your family, because this is one of the problems that we're having in our community. Yes, it is true. Today's woman is more educated, and a lot of cities are making a lot more money. But does that make a man less of a man because a woman make more? I don't think so.
That easy, right? And it's especially hard in this economy. And guess what? Many women say they are finding it very hard to find a man who makes as much as they do. A study by Cornell University found that the country's declining marriage rate is due to the lack of financially eligible bachelors. Women are actually outpacing men with education, and this is changing the age-old mentality that men are the breadwinners. In turn, the gig or small gigs economy and lack of good jobs out there have left the ladies single and disgruntled. And researchers say they are seeing a trend of women dating down, which means, you know, a man who...
Dating down. Really?
All right, listen, it was in the prompt, right?
Really? Who wrote that?
I mean, I say all that.
Jeez.
Disgruntled.
This is just the reality of it. So women, you know, we're more educated now, and I think that we're furthering our education. So with that being said, we're going to hold off on the baby making. We're going to hold off until we get that great job, really career driven. And I don't think there's anything wrong with hoping that there's someone either on your level or higher than you.
So, okay.
Go ahead, love doctor.
All right. So before, right, it was okay when the man made more money to be the one to buy everything, to do, you know, treat you and all this other kind of stuff. And now that you make more money, you can't be that one, right? You can't be the one to pay for the meal, and because you're dating down.
Dating down. I hate that. Yeah.
What is that about? It wasn't called dating down.
Right.
Yeah.
When men were the breadwinners and all that kind of.
It's called taking care
Now
of your
it's
family.
dating down.
Yeah.
What is that?
I have a feeling, though, that some of the issue here is that it may be the psyche of the men, that when they make less, they are insecure, and it can
This
affect their
report is about
relationship.
the women complaining about the fact that,
they
oh,
don't
now
have.
I got to get
So
a guy
yeah, I
that
guess
has
my
less
question would
money
be:
than me.
so are these women expecting the men to cover everything? They want those breadwinners, so they.
That's what it sounds like to me by this particular study. I have to date down now. What is that? You wanted to make more money, you make more money. What's the if there is a responsibility with making more money? First of all, I don't believe in any of it. But if there's a responsibility that comes with making more money, accept it. You wanted to make more money.
Right.
You know, are you going to find many men out there that makes as much as you do?
And my point is, so now you're going to, because we hear so much about women that are like, oh, there's nobody out there, there's no one out there, I can't find love, I'm getting too old. Now you're going to sacrifice the fact that you could find that love because the man's not making that much money?
You wanted to make more money.
Right.
You know, are you going to find many men out there that makes as much as you do?
And my point is, so now you're going to, because we hear so much about women that are like, oh, there's nobody out there, there's no one out there, I can't find love, I'm getting too old. Now you're going to sacrifice the fact that you could find that love because the man's not making that much money, and you're going to date down?
All right,
No.
they're wrapping us. I have a feeling this is going to be our morning rush extra.
I
We
could
have a
do bad by
lot
myself.
left to say. All right, time now, 5:11.
So, what do you think? Both guys made some very, very good points. Both guys made some great points. Because if she's making more, then more is going to be required of her. If she's the average anchor woman, she may be making $200,000+ a year. Where if she meets someone making $70,000, she meet a man making $70,000, and they're together as a couple, then now they're making $270,000 together. But she's not looking at it like that because she's looking for someone to have equal, that she said out of her own mouth, or more. Now, there are some brothers out there that makes equal or more. Here's the thing. It's a very small percentage. When you get on that level, most guys on that level, especially brothers, if they're straight, they're married. They're already taken in most cases. Or they're gay, which they're off the table. So now this sister, she's going to find herself frustrated because she's looking for someone to make equal or more than what she makes. Now, as she look around for normal people, or should I say above average people that's making this type of income, the only pot she can look into at this point is the entertainment business. Now she's going to look into R&B, which R&B is dead, so chances are she'll be looking for an athlete or a rapper. So she's going to try to do away with the rapper and she'll look for the athlete. But again, that comes with high risk. That don't necessarily mean you're going to get high reward. But that's the risk you're going to take. But she have to understand that if she's making more, then more will be required of her. The other anchor guy, the white guy, and he mentioned something. So you're going to sacrifice a possible love, possible companionship, making a family. You're gonna bypass all of that, and you're gonna judge him strictly on the fact he could be a great man, but you're gonna judge him strictly on the fact that he's not making equal the amount or more. And as you can see, that guy shook his head like, I feel sorry for you. That's pretty much what he was saying. He shook his head as like, I feel sorry for you. And this is a nice sister, I may add. But she also stated, I can do bad by myself. If you're an anchor woman, you have made it to that level, you're not doing bad financially. Unless you're just overspending, then you'll be doing bad. But you're not doing bad. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if you're making $200,000 and you meet that man making $70,000, that's $270,000. That's not doing bad. Now you got $70,000 more dollars to work with. But it's the mindset. It's the mindset of the Western woman. And I want to be clear, this is not a black woman thing. So I don't want you to think I'm bashing sisters. This is a westernized thing. Westernized. When I say westernized, I'm talking about Europe, Canada, and the US. This is the mindset. This feminine movement. It's pushing forward. No one has a problem with a woman make more than them. The average man doesn't have a problem with that in today's society. Now, back in my father's time, grandfather's time, maybe so, because that was a different era. But we're dealing in a different time right now. Now, here's the crazy part of it is, she, the young lady, the sister, is a modern woman, but she's still looking for old traditions because she says she wants somebody to make equal or more, meaning she wants him to assume the responsibilities financially. Even if she make money, And for a person to say dating down, to me, that's insulting. So you're only basing dating down only because you make more. So now you're belittling a man because he makes less. And again, this is a point. This is a point that I'm always trying to make, that how selfish modern women can be. Because, for example, perfect example, if a man was making 200 plus thousand, he would date a woman who's doing fries at McDonald's. He doesn't care. He's not looking at her from a financial standpoint. Because in his mind, hey, if I got it, we got it. We good. I got you. If he's into this woman. She's not thinking like that because she has a modern mind, but she want to be treated traditionally, where the man do have the financial bulk of the responsibility. But again, we're living in a different society where women are more educated. Excuse me. Women are more educated. Women make a lot more in a lot of cities. And so you have to look at this from a realistic point of view. It's not dating down. It's just this is what it is. This is what it is. Now, some of you may be fortunate enough to find that person that makes the same amount or more. That's good. But just because a person makes less don't mean that he's a lesser person. Just because a person makes less doesn't mean that you are better than him. See, this is where you kind of feeling yourself. This is where you're gonna miss your blessing when it comes to companionship, possible love, possible marriage, growing kids together, growing old with a mate. Because you're looking at one particular thing. You're judging him on one particular thing. Not that he's a good guy, not that he's a responsible guy, not that he has great character, only because he make less. So a lot of you are going to miss good opportunity because you're not looking at the whole landscape of how this society is in this modern time. Again, she has the right to choose what she want to choose. Let me be clear about that also. And if she want to remain single, hey, so be it. But if she doesn't want to be single, I got somebody for her. My homeboy Greg.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Ooh, yeah. I got a real pretty little thing that's waiting for me.